What is up, guys? This is Logan, also known as LRXC, and we are at the Jimvitational. I'm back on commentary. We got WombatBaby versus Zpanther. Let's get it. Exciting stuff, right? Haven't commentated some ADV OU in a while, but we got a classic lead. Skarmory T-Tar. Zpanther decides to go into Skarmory. You know, I'm going to switch the viewpoint. This just feels right. Zpanther on the bottom. It's a faster Skarm. The taunt Skarm is slower. So maybe this reveals, I mean, if Zpanther is a faster Skarm, surely they would have also tried to taunt. So that's interesting. Yep, Zapdos into Skarmory. That makes some simple sense here. Celebi into Zapdos. Again, easy sense. Nothing really special here. Nothing really to glean from these choices. We do see a mixed Zapdos here to pressure Celebi. And I mean, Celebi is basically dead now. Sand and spikes. I mean, the Celebi isn't totally dead, but this is really bad for Celebi. Celebi also can't stay in. This is going to be interesting. Does Wombat have another answer to Zapdos? This is looking like mixed Zapdos is going to have a really great time versus this team. If your answer after the weakened Celebi is to go into Tyranitar, Zpanther is going to want to preserve this. Definitely not going to keep this in. That Zapdos is a threat. Celebi comes back in. Really great idea from WombatBaby to see if I can maybe get Celebi in on something to recover. No, it's not recovering. Really? Does it not have recover? Is this Leech Seed 3 attacks? I was thinking maybe they were going Celebi, maybe trying to predict like a Swampert into the Tyranitar, something like that it can get in and recover on, but that's not the case. But WombatBaby gets out of it pretty well. 2 spikes are on each side of the field. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Swampert gets Toxic. It's Ice Beam Swampert trying to catch a... Ooh, Freeze is really bad for Zpanther. That's not what you want to see. I mean, Skarm did get a Toxic off on Swampert. That Swampert definitely doesn't have Refresh. Refresh Ice Beam. I don't think I've ever seen that. The unfortunate for this Skarmory, here comes Gengar, and they're going to keep the Skarmory alive to try to maybe use it as a sacrifice. Maybe can unthaw and get some spikes down. But yeah, they're playing quick. Celebi's coming in, sacrificing the Celebi. Eats a Fire Punch. Fire Punch guy here. Again, just kind of looking like a pretty classic offensive spikes build from Zpanther here, where I'm expecting something like a Swampert in the back. Needs that electric immunity here, rock resists. But then again, I feel like they would have gone Pert into this Tyranitar, so maybe this isn't a Swampert in the back for Zpanther here. Let's see what happens. Anyway, we got a paralyzed Tyranitar. Tyranitar has not clicked a move yet. Yeah, I don't think it was a special. I don't think it needed to be, or I don't think it needed to be Pursuit Tar with like Celebi. I mean, that's just not really as needed. Here comes Skarm into the Swampert, eats a Hydro Pump. Actually, that really didn't do that much. That really did not do that much. I thought that would do way more damage. So maybe that Swampert isn't super invested. But again, game state right now, I'd say it's feeling pretty even. I think the Zpanther Zapdos is just looking really, really scary here. Here we go. Swampert's in. Tyranitar firing off a Rock Slide. Swampert is eating that up. Again, so there is a Swampert on Zpanther. I mean, this game is going quick. These guys are playing. These guys are not wasting time with pretty simple teams. You know, they're not trying to get fancy. You know, they want to go far in this tournament, right? So you don't want to go too fancy. Double Electric, never mind. You know, this is a little bit out there. I was not expecting a Jolteon. We see a Roar on a Roar, and spikes are down on both the fields. Zpanther has no way to remove them, so Zpanther's trying to play quick. Fires off a Thunderbolt into Gengar. Jolteon is not frozen. Gengar's going to drop to this Thunderbolt if WombatBaby stays in. If this is HP Grass Jolteon, this is looking really bad. I mean, if this is mixed Zapdos, then this Jolteon probably... Well, what does that mean? I mean, if this is trying to pressure Celebi, this might also just try to pressure Celebi with HP Ice, but like this could be HP Grass. I mean, this could be, I think the Zapdos is HP Grass. I think this might be HP Ice because Swampert, I mean, Salamence, you know, Salamence does look a little bit frustrating to deal with on Zpanther's end, but Double Electric is looking pretty good here. Okay, WombatBaby, finally there is a pause. There's a moment to think about the game state of the match. So we got, again, mixed Zapdos is looking really good. Jolteon's at low health, that's fine. Here comes Skarmory calling a double, but Baton Pass, that's the benefit of Baton Pass. Okay, you got one electric out, let me bring the other one in. You still got to deal with an electric type on the field. Down goes Skarmory. Who's coming in? Tyranitar or a faster Aerodactyl? There you go. I had a feeling. We're seeing double rock now. Swampert is now really pressured. Swampert's at 67 and 3 spikes on the field. Arrow is looking really, really good. This could come down to a Jolteon Aerodactyl speed tie. So just decides to sacrifice Zapdos. I mean, I guess at this point it makes sense. You got to preserve Swampert can really just click a button here. Swampert can click a water move and be very fine. Let's see if it lands. It does land. Swampert takes huge damage. Who's faster? It looks like Zpanther's Swampert is faster, which is relevant. Surely can kill with an Earthquake here. I think WombatBaby just sacrifices the Swampert. I don't think a toxic Swampert with 2 spikes, it's not doing anything when everything on Zpanther's side outpaces, assuming the Tyranitar is quicker. I guess you sacrifice here. If you're running double rocks, I mean, yes, you do have Celebi for waters. I'm wondering if we're going to see a Giga Drain Gengar, HP Grass Gengar. That's a really bad miss. That's a really bad miss. But hey, Swampert lives, and yeah, I mean, that was huge health. Yeah, that sucks, because if Zpanther hit that, then this Swampert, like, I guess would have been able to live another rock move after something else gets sacrificed. So that was really unfortunate. Aerodactyl's looking really good. Tyranitar's looking really good. Here comes Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl, I guess, can still click Rock Slide here. You kind of, or okay, it has Hidden Power Flying, duh, yeah. Well, could be Hidden Power Bug, I guess. I don't know. Hidden Power Flying, Hidden Power Bug. Here comes Jolteon. Speed tie time. Yeah, this is tough. You got to stay in as WombatBaby, right? I mean, what do you get? What do you get out of switching out? I guess you could. And they lost the speed tie. Crit didn't matter. That was definitely dying. Yeah, Jolteon Aerodactyl moment. Here comes Tyranitar. Tyranitar can still maybe make something happen. Tyranitar's going to take a big chip here. Has to hit through paralysis here to have a chance. Okay, Rock Slide. There it goes. But Gengar's going to have to do something magical. I mean, like, it's going to have to be like Psychic Gengar or something, which I don't think it is. HP Grass, yep, from Zpanther. Here we go. Come on, show the Psychic Gengar. Show the Psychic Gengar! No, there's no Psychic Gengar. Also, I am unable to pause this recording, so hopefully they start Game 2 quickly. Unless, you know what? We're going old school, Callus Invitational style. We're going to keep it running in between games. No music, you know? Back in my day, this is how I watched commentaries, and this is how I'm doing them. A very quick game from both sides. I mean, you know, they just had threats on threats, and like, I mean, it just, the Skarmory getting frozen was a little bit unfortunate, and it really, I mean, because just think about the difference on this speed tie, right? I mean, if we look at the game state of this game, Zapdos was looking really, really great, and stuff starts happening. I mean, just kind of, you know, they're going back and forth. Zpanther's looking really ahead here. Okay, no time to look at game 1 because we got game 2 already. Classic leads again. We got Metagross versus Tyranitar. Here we go. Again, Wombat more than likely wants to swap out. Metagross surely is clicking mash here. Could try to get fancy here. Honestly, I feel like this is maybe an opportunity to get fancy. If you are banned Metagross, I think you do get fancy here. You try to click something else that isn't Meteor Mash, or you just take the damage that's in front of you. Maybe Zpanther's game plan is to just boom turn 1, which is kind of, I mean, it is still a strategy, but I feel like, I haven't been playing a lot, but I feel like you don't see it as much anymore. It's a Mixed Gross Thunder Punch doing 61 to a Skarmory. How in the world did that do 61? Am I tripping, or is that, does it always, there's no way. That Skarm has to have different bulk then, or modest? Wow, Mixed Gross on the lead. Here we go, Thunder Punching into the Flygon. Great switch from Wombat, gonna threaten with Earthquake. Earthquake won't kill unless it's banned. Let's see if it's Ice Punch and they want to stay in. No, they're gonna go to Claydol. So we got Mixed Gross lead with Doll. Doll's gonna be able to spin away these spikes. Let's see if Skarm just decides to click Toxic here, decides to just set up a spike, force Claydol to spin, and then swap out into something to pressure. Interesting spot here. Back into Metagross. On the Flygon, wow. Don't fully understand that, but that was pretty sick, right? That was pretty sick. Flygon, I mean, I guess Metagross is the one that's pressuring Skarm now. Wombat gets that Flygon in again, but what does Flygon do about Claydol just swapping in again, right? Is this like, are we seeing a subset from Flygon? Maybe sub-toxic here? That could pressure the Claydol. I'm not sure if this is refresh Claydol. Here comes Suicune on the Protect. Suicune, I say Suicune. So into the Protect, so Protect, I don't understand the Protect there. I feel like you click an attacking move there, right? Oh my gosh, we have Articuno. Okay, so we got Superman stuff going on here. Okay. Yeah, Suicune's gonna love this. But wait, no, it's Tyranitar. Wait, what is this actually? Why is Articuno on this team? We got a Roar into Lax. Okay. So we got two fat, you know, Suicune and Snorlax just trying to break everything down. Here comes Focus Punch. Skarm is getting chipped down pretty heavily. Is going to live another Focus Punch. I doubt Snorlax has something to kill this right now. Is going to focus again. Wombat decides to get a Spike Up. Pretty relevant here. Get a Spike Up. Pressure Lax and Suicune understand. Snorlax can click Focus Punch again here. Does Wombat... Okay, clicks Protect. Gets the health. So we're expecting a swap here unless they click Drill Peck or something like that. But surely there's a swap. Let's see what happens. Yep, here comes the Drill Peck, and now Zpanther's in an awkward spot. Do I let Snorlax keep getting chipped down? Do I try to click Body Slam or Return if I have it right now? No, we're just going to go into Metagross, which that makes sense. That's much safer. And yeah, Wombat doesn't call that. Gets protected, and now Metagross is pressuring. Mixed Gross is pressuring. Can click if it has Ice Punch for some godforsaken reason. I sincerely doubt it does. I've ran Ice Punch Metagross before. I actually have. Here comes Boom. Boom. Down goes the Flygon. Was that a worthy trade? Was it? I guess if there's a Tyranitar, I guess so. Honestly, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because Mixed Gross was actually kind of pressuring that team pretty well. But yeah, this makes sense for Tyranitar. Tyranitar wants to... We see it. Yeah, it is lefties. Tyranitar wants to click a rock move. HP Grass isn't even going to 2-hit KO here. Nope, it's Crunch. It is so Crunch, Spit F drop. Celebi's going to die to the next one. If this does have Pursuit, Celebi could try to swap out. Let's see what happens. I doubt it. I mean, how's Wombat winning here, right? You got this Tyranitar piece, you got Articuno. What's the plan? What's in the back that's gonna win this game? Like, that's what I'm struggling to see right now on this team. But either way, yeah, Salamence is in. Looks like Salamence is faster, perhaps, and pressures. I mean, like, you know, probably like Mixments, something like that. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Salamence this is, but Salamence looks like it's gonna pressure. Yeah, this is looking, I feel like Wombat is clearly on the back foot here. Yeah, Skarmory's almost dead. Here we go, it's HP Flying that looked like, so maybe a DD Ments here? Or, because that's not HP Grass. The HP Grass would do less than 11. Right? Surely it would do less than 11? Maybe I'm wrong? So is this like a DD Ments, but without Mag? And it's just like, instead of like taking down Skarm, it's like beat down Skarm with like Focus Punch Lax, Mix Gross. That can make sense. Suicune pressures, right? Tyranitar looks mixed-ish, probably has Fire Blast, so it's break down Skarm instead of throw on a Magneton. That's fine, that's cute. You know, also maybe something into like Milotic. I mean, Suicune's good into Milo. Then you got like, yeah, you know, probably Boom Claydol, Boom Lax. Here we go, DD on the Protect. That's... But what did you do into Dragon Dance, admittedly? Maybe you had to roar here and do that call? Rock Slide, do we see a flinch? We do see a flinch. This is looking bad. Looking really bad. Zpanther could go crazy and try to DD here. I think that would, I don't think you don't need to at all. I think Wombat should Protect. You have to, right? You gotta give yourself a better chance here. I mean, because if this is, no, you don't. Okay. I mean, I feel like you, I guess if you have Gengar in the back, then it's not, then yeah, you can just play it safer, because, but wait, this is gonna die. Wait, this is just gonna die, right? No, maybe this is EV to live. Maybe this Gengar's EV to live. Let's see. Kinda have a feeling it is. Unless, is this HP Ghost Ments? No. I don't know. Is that Skarm fit? I feel like Thunder Punch from Metagross, again, special move, is not doing that much, right? But either way, so Gengar does look pretty great, but because this Tyranitar is chipped, but Zpanther just sacrifices something, and if this is Pursuit Tyranitar, then it just comes in on Gengar. So Zpanther's thinking about this. What do I maybe positionally sacrifice to bring the Tyranitar in? Nope, they're gonna go Hidden Power Flying. Gengar kills with Ice Punch, and now Tyranitar comes in. Yeah, of course, and you could just sacrifice the Salamence. That makes sense too. Here comes Tyranitar. Let's see if Gengar has something for. I mean, Gengar surely can't kill. Dynamic Punch? No, it's Thunderbolt. Yeah, there's no way. No Para. Yep, Pursuit. There goes Gengar. I don't see how Wombat wins this game. I don't see how, like, maybe if there's a Tyranitar, there's a way. But like, I don't see Articuno and Celebi doing enough here. Articuno can come in and Ice Beam here. Celebi can. I mean, you're either gonna go Celebi or Articuno. I don't really know which one you go. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with that Tyranitar there's a chance, but getting through a full health Suicune and a full health Claydol, as Tyranitar. That's a tall tale, or a tall task. A tall task. So here we go. Zpanther, okay, goes lax, doesn't sacrifice the Tyranitar. I mean, yeah, I guess Solar Lax is taking nothing. I find that a little, maybe we could let Celebi set up potentially. Here comes Boom, yeah, now you just trade down. Boom. Here comes, well, Claydol probably lives in Articuno Ice Beam. Yeah, so you can, I guess you Earthquake here. Yeah, you Earthquake here, just chip it. What is Tyranitar gonna do? Yeah, it's gonna try to DD. Maybe there's a way. Needs like a crit. Maybe you go for Rock Slide Flinch here. Yep, let's see if we get the flinch. No, we don't get the flinch. I think this is over. I mean, no way Articuno wins this. See what happens. Articuno, the Miracle Articuno. No, it's faster? That's pretty funny. Well, what a game. A quick game. Great work from Zpanther. Interesting teams. Some pretty standard teams from Zpanther. Wombat brought some interesting stuff here. We got to see some Articuno action. Hope you guys enjoyed the commentary, and you guys keep watching some Gen 3 OU action. And I'll see you on the next one.